London and Daventry stations calling the British Isles. Good afternoon, everybody. We are now going to take you over to Spaghetti's restaurant for their program of lunchtime music.
Oh my, that's a nice bite of there.
Waiter!
Looking here.
Wait, don't get my order.
Don't forget my dear video. What I told you. Good.
These are the London and Daventry stations calling. You have just heard Spaghetti's Orchestra playing Your Soul Is Mine. We are now about to take you over to the Lord Mayor's show, where you will hear the music and noise of the passing procession. London and Daventry stations calling. We are now back again at the London studio, and we shall now proceed to the Children's Corner. Hello, kiddies. Hello. Uncle Norman calling. Now, we haven't got much time this afternoon, so we must push along with the birthdays. Many happy returns of the day to Billy Wilkins of Barking. You looking at dustbin at the bottom of the garden. Jimmy Muggins of Golders Green. You looking Granny's ear trumpet. Something nice in there, Jimmy. Happy's to Betty Gibbons of Chawton-cum-Hardy. You look at the news of the world. Something startling there, Betty. Donald McPherson of Aberdeen, you look in the loudspeaker at 7 o'clock, and Uncle will give you the time signal. Teddy Mathefkin of Penny Come Quick, you look in the gas meter. Lots of pennies in there, Teddy. That's all, kiddies. That's all for tonight. Good night. Sleep well. Good night, kiddies. Good night. These are the London and Daventry stations calling the British Isles. We are now going to take you over to the Croydon Air Station, where the Savoy Orpheans are about to embark on a 50,000 horsepower Morris Cowley aeroplane, and they will play to you from the air. Savoy Orpheans are now 1,000 feet up. Savoy Orpheans are now 10,000 feet up. Savoy Orpheans are now 50,000 feet up. Savoy Orpheans are now 100,000 feet up. These are the London and Daventry stations calling. They are now in heaven and are now about to bring you back to earth. Here is the weather forecast. There is a deep depression settling over everyone. Rain will probably fall in most parts of the British Isles. Rain will certainly fall in Manchester. Further outlook, unsettled. Here is the first general news bulletin, copyright by Reuters, Press Association, Exchange Telegraph, and Father Ronald Knox. It is officially reported that rain ceased for 23 1/2 minutes in Manchester yesterday. A festival is being arranged to celebrate the occasion. These are the London and Daventry stations calling. We are now going to take you over to a garden in Shepherd's Bush, where Miss Phyllis Benancock, with the assistance of her cello, will attempt to lure the nightingale into song. Well, before we leave the studio, I'm sure we would like to thank the nightingale very much indeed for coming along and giving us this musical treat. Stand by for one moment, please. These are the London and Daventry stations calling the British Isles. We are now taking you over to the offices of the Daily Mail, where you will hear yesterday's paper in the course of preparation. You are now listening to the machine in the editor's room that types 5,600,000 words a day, or 7,400,000 when Parliament is sitting. It is fitted with special shock absorbers to avoid damage in the event of extra sensational news. On our right, we have the counting room where 6,784,636 copies of the Daily Mail are counted by hand daily between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. The auditor responsible for this has been with the Daily Mail for 42 years. He attributes his long life and health to the daily use of Yardil. These are the London and Daventry stations calling. We are now about to take you over to the stadium at Wembley for a portion of the military tattoo. London and Daventry stations calling. We are now back again in the London studio and are now going over to the Savoy Hotel for dance music until 12 o'clock. Savoy Orpheans have just played that delightfully dreamy tune, Sunlight and Soap Suds. The Savoy Orpheans will now play you another one of their big successes.
Oh my, that's good.
Hey, big off. Bring me a bottle of wine, will you?
Come on, Sonny, sir. You're too late, sir. Time's just gone, sir. Have a lemonade, sir?
No, thank you. No.
No lemonade, sir?
No, sir.
Nothing doing, sir? Very good, sir. All right, sir. That will conclude our transmission for tonight. The London, Daventry and all other stations are now closing down until April the 1st at 6 a.m. Good night, everybody. Good night.